We needed
the men's Fenty Savage.
We like the booty black. The black of your
The booty, oh, talk about the booty, oh, the booty, oh, talk about the booty, oh. Hey, fix this shirt. Hey,
you know what I
fix
decided?
this shirt.
So the other day, hold on, wait.
Oh, hey, booty, oh. I just want to see you blush.
Since we're talking about booty holes, right?
Oh God.
The other day I was talking to Tina and I was like, you know what? I refuse to argue with anyone whose G's butts in their ass.
That means men.
Ta-da!
You know what? You know what? I'm done. That's how you starting? That's how we starting? Yeah.
With violence.
With violence. She shows violence to people.
And I just feel like if you were to say that to a guy mid-argument, he's going to be like, what the? And you're going to win.
Depends on the guy.
It's going to take
Some
about
men
them to think
quit
of something.
with it,
Not
and
that,
they'll be like,
not
the
that
fuck?
quit. Right. That it's going to take them to fuck first. It's not going to be immediate. So that hold the fuck while they're thinking you won. You won an argument. It's going to take too much thinking.
Not if the comeback is good.
Not that. No, it doesn't matter. It's the timing of how long it took for them to come back.
Are we going to start the show? Because you know.
And we are going to now start the show. And
This
I am your lovely host, Panda.
This one.
Yeah!
This crazy ass. This crazy
I'm
ass.
not crazy. I'm not crazy.
You're very logical.
But
But you're still a tad bit nutty.
I am happy with the twist.
Oh. Okay.
I'm happy with the twist.
So you're icy with a shot.
A lot of liquor. Yes.
Jesus Christ. So double shot. Okay.
And THC. And we have the lovely co-host, Big Cap.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? There's no affiliation. I have no idea what I'm doing, so don't be mad.
Said don't come for me. Then we have the lovely AV guy, Harvey.
Hello, everybody.
Hopefully they
Boo!
can
Boo! Boo! No, because he didn't show me enough love today, and y'all know how I am.
hear you. Ooh.
I like a lot of love and affection. We want what we didn't get, and so he didn't give me. No, it's not even you, Amanda. It was him.
I'm gonna try to supplement for Harvey. Is it working?
I still love him though. Don't give me that look.
What?
Don't give me that
What I
look
do?
like shut the fuck up.
Yo,
Don't give me that look.
Yo, I'm just trying to work.
Introduce the last fake AV person.
And then we have our lovely AV in training,
Oh.
Miss Timothy.
What's up? What's up? Why gotta be fake though?
Cause she ain't give me the right love either. The AV team's mad stank today. I don't know what's going on.
So, being that that is going to be our first topic,
Shit.
people not giving what you think they should give you when they give it to you. So earlier today, I posted a video on the Instagram and the Facebook page of this young lady who got a birthday gift
From her
and-
sister.
From her sister.
Yep.
The card was empty. The bag was.
Let's play the video.
Let's play the video.
Let's play the video. Let's see if I can get it loud enough.
So I just got called ungrateful for the gifts that I received on my birthday. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. If you comfortable on tell me if I'm wrong, okay? All right, and this is why I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do this video to show y'all. If you have a good heart, you're a giving person, and you giving, don't do that to the wrong people because this is what you get in return. I got this card, right? It got nothing in it. Hold on. It got nothing in it for my sister, whatever. A card, nothing in it, right? And I got napkins. I'm not even joking with y'all. I'm trying to open it. I'm trying to open it with one hand, hold on. Yeah, I got napkins. And then I got this oil dispenser. Mind you, when it comes to the people that I love,
We don't need to see the rest. We don't need to hear the rest.
Okay. But let's talk about the bag though. Let's talk about the
baby
bag.
shower bag. The baby shower
The
bag
baby
on
bag.
her birthday.
Yeah. So it was a birthday. So that's where I was confused for a second.
Me too, because I'm like, hold on.
I'm like, I know the caption said birthday,
birthday.
but the bag, I know it says BABY. Like I can read baby between birthday. I know I'm not that I'm not tripping, right? But it actually said baby.
yes.
Okay. All right.
It was a baby bag
Yep.
for her birthday.
Yep.
And it
With
was
a card.
tissue.
With a card. Nothing
tissue.
in it. And
And
tissue. Oh, and the oil
And oil
dispenser.
dispenser.
Don't forget the oil dispenser.
I'm stuck on the tissue. I'm stuck on the tissue.
It wasn't even like it was Sammy wipes. It was tissue. Like, I don't even think people would be mad if it was like the travel, you know, Lysol wipes, because, you know, people get that, you know, we understand that. But like, you only put a card and tissue. What were you trying to say to her? Like, what could you be trying to say if you gave somebody tissue? Tissue in an oil dispenser?
Blow your nose with this.
Like, I can't see what you could be saying with that.
I don't know either. I'm trying to make
tissue in the oil. See, Liz, I think that's bullshit. I don't think she's ungrateful. I just think she's very unhappy with what she got. And I can see why. And if she is the type of person like me who actually thinks about gifts that she gives and actually buys things that she knows people are gonna like, or goes out of her way to get these gifts, I would be upset too. Like, how about I just don't get you nothing moving forward, and then you don't get me nothing, so that there's no animosity. I just don't look for it, you don't look for it, and we're good to go. Like, I have a story where one Christmas I gave a friend, it was her last birthday, like last Christmas to herself before she was having a kid, because she was pregnant. And so I was like, I'm gonna get you something really nice. So I got her this really nice watch. This watch was, you would have thought she was my boyfriend, right? She got me this little ranky-dank chain. You know when you go to Macy's around Christmas time, and they have all them stupid little red boxes, or them stupid little fake, like, you know, necklaces, and it'd be mad thin, like mad thin, mad, like you can barely see the chain, and then it has that little ass piece on it. Yeah, well, you know, you probably got it for $15.99, but once you got to the register, it was knocked down to like $9.99. Yeah, it was one of those. And I was just like, so I would have rather you not have given me something, to be completely honest.
You told her that?
No, I didn't tell her that, but I would have preferred that she had not given. Say, listen, I'm about to have a kid. You know, my funds ain't like that, but I totally 1,000% appreciate what you just did for me. Like, that's real G shit. That would have been perfectly fine, but this little ranky-dank shit, don't give me no throwaway gift. Don't, because that's that shit that you get and you bring to work as like the Secret Santa.
Yeah. When you do.
When you don't give a fuck about your coworkers, because even for Secret Santa, I do good with that too. So it's like, nah.
Do we have any feedback from our audience?
Nah. Let me tell y'all something. If all else fails, get me a DW candle. You can get those from Target. Like, don't buy me no crap.
And I think they're like $12.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, don't give me no bullshit. And that's why I tell people, don't give me no bullshit.
I agree. She's not ungrateful. Just disappointed. Highly disappointed. And we're going to go to
In a baby bed?
the next topic we're going to do is the video of the gentleman who said that if he was to ever be single again, he would not be monogamous.
You doing this one then?
Yes, we're going to do this one. And it's just funny.
When I ever got divorced, I would never be monogamous again. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Hell no.
Whoa, let's talk about this. First of all, his wife probably like go,
Like, man, I
what?
want
But
no, she knows that. All women know
talk
that
about
shit.
this.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, obviously, I was a hoe for a long time, and to me, juggling hoes was way easier than being with one woman.
Wow. Really?
And there's a, you know, pros and cons that come with it. I wanted, like, the only reason that marriage is really beneficial is if you want a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always wanted a family. I always wanted a stable environment. Like, so the things that I wanted was centered around marriage and being a family.
It was easier. It's easier to juggle multiple. He said holes.
Yeah, he said holes. Multiple holes.
But multiple
Instead
women
of one woman.
than it is to focus on
And
one woman.
It's funny because just Greg commented on that, and he said he must have a lot of time on his hands to juggle multiple women because that's not an easy job. But I get what he's saying. Like, he doesn't have to entertain it.
He doesn't have to invest as much.
Right.
You know, especially if he's keeping it real surface. And, you know, I only come around, we have a good time, and we fucking, that's it.
That's it, right.
Then, yes, that is easier because in an actual relationship, you have to actually put in work. Mm-hmm. You know, with someone who's just there for you to spend their money and just there for them to get the dick and the occasional gift, you know, they're not really looking for too much more. Maybe. And maybe when they do, he'd be like, so I'm done with you because that's not, I don't want more. I'm not here for more.
So do you want to be married?
Yes.
You do? Why?
Yes.
Do you want that stability? You want the family thing?
I would love that. If that's in my cards, I would love that. You know what I'm saying? I try to manifest it, so if it comes through, then it comes through. But it wouldn't be the end of the world either. Because that just means once I hit a certain point, I'm just going to start saving dumb hard and become bougie as fuck. And I don't want his shit because I ain't got no fucking kids. But I would love that.
Yo, Toya's soft now, yo.
I would love that.
Yeah, you're soft.
How am I soft?
You're soft.
Because I want a husband?
Your answer was totally different.
Since I was like...
But you wouldn't say it like that. You'd be like, yo, these niggas ain't shit.
Well, I mean, what I've run into, but I've also realized that it's my choices too. Like, I'm choosing people beneath me. I'm choosing people that I know are not in that position to give me what I wanted. I don't know why I was choosing that. I haven't come to that realization, but we're getting there. But I've come to the realization a lot of that was my choices. So.
Nedra's in the house. Oh, Nedra has joined us. Is she on the live?
So. Do you want to get married? Asking me if I want to get married. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Answer the question.
So, would I get married again?
Mm-hmm.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I am not out here looking for it.
Okay. Fair. Right. Same.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
You know, I have my
And
manifestation in my timeline, but, you know.
the more I am without it,
Oh, God. The more she feels like I don't need it. I can tell by how she giggled. Yep. Mm-hmm. Did I complete that correctly? More you wonder why do I want it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have we allowed Miss Nedra to join in?
Does she have anything to say? Does anyone have anything to
Is there
say?
anything from my audience? Miss Tima, Mr. Hobby.
Tia said she agrees. She's not saying she would be for the streets. She's not trying to put in the work. She's faithful to a jump off. Or hashtag faithful to a jump off.
Hashtag faithful to a jump off.
You know,
I ain't even
Tia,
mad about that. Tia,
you know.
thank you for your honesty. She said she is okay with being faithful to a jump off. That might be still kind of stressful, but I get it. I get it. You're committed to your jump off. Don't get your heart broken from your jump off, though. Like, that's one of the rules. You can't get.
and see, that's why I said if he kept it surface level, because if he
get
gave
your
her
heart
any
broken by a
real,
sneaky
you know,
link.
you gotta be like the dude on Bridesmaids, where he would then be like, oh, you look so pretty, you gotta go now, love. You gotta go now. You know, we don't do sleepovers. You look so pretty and this was great, but you gotta go now. You ain't seen Bridesmaids?
No.
Oh my God, that's what he does every single time. He's like, you know, this was great and everything, but you gotta go. You can't stay the night. We're not attaching feelings. She looked at him one day and was like, so, you know, I was just thinking, you know, you could come with me to, like, you know, this wedding. You know, I mean, you know. And he was like, wedding? Well, how are we gonna explain what we are? Because
We ain't shit.
like we're just like, what do you mean? What are we explaining? Like, that's gonna be awkward. And she's like, well, you know, you don't have to come. I can ask Mr. Glass. Yo, y'all gotta watch Bridesmaids. I'm tired. I'm mad that neither one of y'all know.
I will not. I won't.
So we're
I won't.
watching Bridesmaids,
I won't.
FYI.
No. I won't.
And my movie Bob's Burgers is on Hulu, just FYI. Y'all need to see it. Y'all need to listen.
Is Jennifer Lopez?
No, what is wrong with you?
No,
That's a
it's not.
stripper movie. Don't do that.
Javi, why did you want to get married?
Yes. Hustler.
Because y'all stressed my wife out enough for her to ask me constantly for a year and a half.
Did you really do that?
No, that's really what happened.
Because I'm single, so I have no parts of it.
Not y'all.
Oh.
Her friends.
Oh. Her
It
friends
wasn't
like
me.
who?
Oh
She's
shit,
not
not
a friend?
y'all, her friends.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
I
who
didn't
in
do it.
particular?
Nah, because it was like, yeah, you've been with him so long, like,
I
he
didn't
should
do
ask
that.
you.
In that
Yeah, you
moment
should
of my
together
life,
do
I
it.
was a man hater, so
Yeah.
I definitely.
So yeah, it probably wasn't you.
I know it wasn't me. I was just.
But get to it. What was the
No.
problem?
What was the problem? I was really young.
Young and dumb and full of cum?
Yeah, and I wasn't really thinking about it.
I'm glad you did it, though.
I'm glad I did it too.
Me three.
And to be honest with you, that's not the actual reason, but it did spark the idea in my head. But, you know, my girlfriend at the time, who's my wife now, she showed me that I probably don't want anybody else other than her. Like, it's like the things that she did.
Look at you all blushy!
Yeah, she just does things. Like, she's just dope. Like, I don't know. She's dope.
And you
Like,
talking about I was soft? Didn't you just say like 5 minutes ago that I was soft?
I'm a husband. I gotta be soft. That comes with
That's
the
your
territory.
excuse. That's your excuse.
Yo, she's dope though. She's really dope. Like she's
We
like
know
the-
that.
yeah,
We
so-
know that.
Did she teach you how to be soft?
Yeah. Or was you always soft like this, kitty cat?
Nah. Being with her taught me to be soft. Like sharing my space with a woman. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
You got, cause you know, you
You
gotta learn how to.
hesitated.
It's true.
You always been soft.
You gotta
Little
learn.
soft
You
ass
gotta
heart.
learn how to step.
Little soft
softly.
ass insides.
Yeah, I do. I got them. I love them.
Oh, look at you. You know he been soft all his life. He had to fight. All his life he had to fight. So people didn't see he was soft on the inside. And now since he's married, he gets to let his little face down and he can be soft and blame it on marriage.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I can do whatever I want. I can
Oh
do whatever I
my
want.
God.
I can chill. I can be comfortable. I know I don't gotta worry about nobody.
Oh, so
like,
you comfortable.
cheating on me and
So you
nothing like that.
comfortable.
I know that like nobody out here can provide what she provides me.
I'm gonna need you a
It's
second-hand person, you know.
Yeah, so I'm
acting
good.
like Goodwill over here.
No, I'm good. And if you've been around us long enough, you know this ain't coming
Second-hand
easy.
people over here.
Nedra joining us.
And you
Hey,
know
you're
that
enjoying it.
Yeah, you're a hater, yo.
like Goodwill, you know.
You're a hater.
Do we have
A
anyone else?
big
We're gonna wait.
Meow meow.
Nedra's
I'm
on.
here.
Hi, Nedra. How are
Hi
you?
guys.
How are you?
I'm good.
Have you been listening?
I have.
Okay.
Let's go back to number one, because I want Nedra's answer on number one. Screw number two, because I kind of already got an idea what number two is. But, like, how did you feel about the gift?
So I kind of feel her. And I feel her because I, can relate to a lot of the things that she said. We're talking about like the woman that was called ungrateful because of what she got, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I feel her. I would consider myself a good gift giver. I feel like when you're going to give a gift, you got to put thought into it. You got to consider the receiving person, and how you feel like they will receive the gift or appreciate the gift, utilize the gift, whether or not it's something that is actually like needed and or wanted, whether they know about it or not. I'm always down for like introducing people to new things, right? I might see something like, oh, Amanda may not ever know that this existed, but I think this will be like beneficial to her life, so I'm going to gift this to her. Gifting should be thoughtful, right? Homie got like a card that wasn't even a birthday card. She got like, it was real, like it was real. Sister. I'm here because I gotta be. You know what I'm saying? It like, this is what the corner store next door had on my way in the restaurant.
The bodega,
yeah. It was
with the cat.
With the cat on it. Like, that was supposed to be a joke. This is what you think I'm gonna give you, but here's the real gift type of thing. So I feel sis. I don't think she's ungrateful. I think she's hurt. And I understand that. I can absolutely understand her being hurt, especially in reference to, like, she was referencing like expensive gifts and, how much money she spends on people. That stuff doesn't necessarily matter to me more than like a thoughtful gift. You could spend $2 on something that is extremely fucking thoughtful to me. Listen, with the way life is, if you were to show up and be like, yo, here's some bounty and some Scott, bring it in. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, because you feel me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that was bogus. Bogus.
Someone did comment on the Facebook page, and they were like, well, it's her sister, and it might be a scam, so we just need to stay out of family business. Because remember that whole McDonald's thing?
Because everything is
right?
fake.
Everything is a fake.
All
Everything
these things
is
that
a
people
social
put
media
up.
life.
Yes.
So in the event that it is a scam, we honestly, truthfully don't care at the end of the day.
We're just talking about the topic in
We're
general.
just talking about the topic at hand and
bullshit gifts.
situational on how it would be for you. So it's never
So
that we're invested too much in people's lives. It's just we like to talk about situations.
Yeah.
All right, Nedra, how you feel about the gentleman saying that marriage is just if you want a family and stuff with a gentleman? That they would never get married if they didn't want a family. Right. Because there are married men who don't have children. and they're married
Yeah.
to spouse, and they're very happy. They got a dog, and they're
So
just
it's not
living their
about
best life.
about having a family, right? So,
So
go ahead, Nedra, your turn. Sorry.
no, go ahead. Let me hear what you got to
No,
say.
but you might say it.
So I believe that all relationships have their own terms, right? And for whatever reason or whatever the terms are you have of this relationship, it is that. So whether you're married because you need to come into this country, or you're married because you want a family, or you're married because you want to be able to say that you're married. You're married because you feel like that's what you need to be in order to wear a ring on your left hand. Like, what the fuck ever. I honestly, if that's why he wanted to be married, then fine. And if he was to be single again, then he'd never be monogamous again, fine. I mean, you could stay married and not be monogamous unless those are the terms of your marriage. So, yeah,
Okay,
that's
this
how.
is face from the celebrity thing, the dark skinned dude. Oh, the comedian. He's so chocolate and dark. He's ugly.
Trick Daddy?
No, not Trick
Oh.
Daddy.
Yo, Trick Daddy's real though. I felt that.
Yo, not Trick Daddy. It's a comedian. I can't think of his name right now. We'll get back to him. But I agree with that.
Right.
And I feel like that's just his point of view. To say that men only do it because of that is bullshit. Like, there's various reasons why people get married.
Right. I feel like person meets person, they have the conversation about what their relationship goals are. If they say, hey, I want marriage, and hey, I want marriage, okay, great. Next question, what does marriage look like to you? What does marriage look like to you? If it aligns, great.
But you know what?
I think that's what it should be.
I'm tired of men acting like women aren't valuable and valued. Like, I'm tired of y'all acting like we're just good for one thing or the other. Like, why
Yo,
can't a man...
chill.
No, because why
You
can't a
giving
man
out the
want to get
secrets.
married? Why can't a man want to get married just because he looked at his woman and was like, yo, I literally don't want you with anybody else. I'm in love with you. I need to lock this in. Why can't that just be the reason? Why does it have to be because he wants children? Because some men just don't want children, but they look at this woman, they're like, I don't want to visualize you fucking nobody else. This ain't P-Valley. I'm locking this in. Am I wrong?
No.
So I don't like when people say men only this or women only that or all men are trash or, you know, you gotta start throwing in this most and some. I don't really like most. Throw in some. Say me personally. Don't say men only do it because.
How about on the flip side, nobody came at this man in the comments for saying these things, but as soon as Lori Harvey was like, I just don't want marriage, it's a problem. And
when a woman says no, whenever a woman says no, men have a problem.
So you saying he's for the streets? Because ain't that what they said about Lori Harvey? She's for the streets.
Exactly.
So he's for the streets.
So in the back of his mind, subconsciously, technically, he is
Talk about for the streets. Let's go into the next video.
So let's talk about the next video where we discuss it.
As women, y'all want us to settle for less so bad. But when a woman doesn't settle for less and she knows when to zip and zap and dip and dive, you're like, oh, she's a slut because you're not good enough for her. Now she belongs to the streets. And it's always the men with 17 kids talking about you belong to the streets. Bro, you are the streets. You are dirty, nasty, rat infested. You're a rat carrying a pizza on a subway in New York, nigga. You are the streets.
She's hurt, but she's right. You know, that last part you can tell she's a little slightly hurt, but
specific and was hoping that whoever she was talking to was watching.
yep,
That's what that
knew
was.
that there was a rat infested species with
That's
pizza
what that was.
in New York. So whoever it is in New York, you know, she made that clear. But how do we feel about that?
It's always the way society does it, though. Like society,
We're always
wrong.
We're always bad.
With the double standards.
We just gotta be quiet, be a wife, and clean the house and take
Women
care
are
of kids.
supposed to
That's
want to
it.
be married. Women are supposed to want this knight in shining armor, and if you don't want that,
And half the
you're
time these
abnormal.
dudes don't stand up
You're
to it, and that's
abnormal.
exactly what she's saying.
You're
like if
abnormal
we
if you
had
don't
these
want that.
back in the day dudes who were making it their point to be stand-up dudes, who was making it their point to get the best job that they could get, who was making it their point to take care of their children and bring home the bacon, who was making it a point to make us feel beautiful where we wanted to buy lingerie and do our little hair and make sure we was ready. We had the time. We didn't also have to work. But then y'all also got to remember, we're in a new day and age. life is not as cheap as we thought. So I'm gonna need men to relax, and I'm gonna need women to relax too with these ginger roll shits. Okay. Because it's getting out of hand. But honestly, I always feel like what men say women need to do the bar is always so high. And for
But you
men,
have to.
it's
You got
as long as you buy me flowers, it's good enough.
Sometimes they don't even want to do that.
But so you have to remember that we're also individuals too, right? And I feel like, again, there's this generalization about women, right? So I feel like she's speaking to the guy that's coming and saying, I'm going to work, I take you out, I buy you dinner, I do all of these things, and you don't want to be with me. Well, are you listening to what I need? Because maybe that's not what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when she says settle, that's what she means. Like, I should settle for you because you're the stigma of what a good guy is, but that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I need. You know what I'm saying? So again, remembering that we're individuals, and I'm pretty sure we didn't get to the point of me deciding not to be with you suddenly. I'm pretty sure as a woman, I'm giving you the signals to say, hey, this dinner is nice, but again, we're spending $300 on dinner, and I told you that I wanted to go to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I just wanted to skip double dutch or something one day.
Let's talk about it. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's go back to the Lori Harvey thing. I've dated someone who made sure he did all the Instagram-y things to look like he was a good boyfriend. Made sure to took pictures of the dinner. Made sure they showed that they was on trip. Made sure they did all this so they could show the bitches on the side like this could be you if you act right. Like that, I know this for a fact. Like, I know that this is what was said.
There's so
you know what I'm saying?
much
So like,
twist.
I've gotten to the point where like, I don't even want to show me off because you niggas be faking. I don't want to look stupido.
That's what I was just about to say. A lot of times you see these people loving people out loud, and that shit is just for show.
Yeah.
And I can tell you at least 2 or 3 different couples on Facebook that I know of where all I have to do is send a message and I can fuck their man. Now that's terrible. That is no, because they've already done said little cute things when I post pictures. Oh, Toya, damn, you look good. Or little shit when they see me in the street. And I'm like, yeah, I know what those are cues for. I don't want you. You have a whole family.
Act them if you break.
Act
them, let's see the DMs.
if you break.
Don't do it. Don't, Toya, do not fall into the peer pressure. You do not want that problem. Don't fall
Deep down,
We got
they're good dudes, but I'm not gonna at them. But it's like, y'all be doing this dumb shit and you do the dumb shit with the wrong one. They are gonna at you. They are gonna expose you. You need to cut the shit. If you're happy with your woman, you're happy with your children, you're happy with your life, be happy. You chose that. Because at the end of the day, it's the man who presents the ring, right?
But the woman has to say yes.
And the woman has to accept it. But odds are, what's the odds that the woman says no? Most women aren't Lori Harvey. They're not going to say no, even when they're not ready to settle down. Most women will still say yes and try to figure it out, spread out the engagement, blah, blah, blah. So literally, it's up to the man. She has to say yes, obviously. But for the most part, most women are born and taught to want to get married. So they're gonna say, the odds are they're gonna say yes. Lord, you said yes the first time, so don't act like you ain't been married before. Hold up. But I don't want to hear the reason is, but you got married before, yes?
Yeah.
He proposed and you said yes, yes?
I wanted to.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It.
That's what I'm saying.
If I said no,
you didn't want it,
Yeah.
But most women are gonna say yes. That's what I'm saying.
Depending on what they
you
want.
said yes once. You make my point.
Yes, because I was getting what I needed out of it, and I voted so yes. I was gonna do it, of course.
So I have a question. I have a quick question. A quick question. A yes or no answer, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. Yes or no answer. So to piggyback off of what Toya said about the Instagram relationships that are not real, right? What if he's like, this is what I want to offer. This is what I have to offer. I understand that you don't want it, but can I use you as advertisement for a woman that may want it?
How much you paying? What
Right, that was
the
my
fuck
first
you paying?
question.
Like, what?
You get to get the experience, right? I get to take you on trips, treat you out to dinner, buy you gifts to show women this is what I like to do.
Wait. So he knows I don't want marriage, but he wants to show me off.
You're
so
his escort.
he can pull in someone
An
else.
escort. No, you're the bait.
So I can make
Whatever.
The bait,
Or
the
not.
advertisement.
You don't have to necessarily sleep with them.
Escorts don't sleep with you. They're just so pretty.
But they get paid for it. You're not getting paid.
You
are
are
paying
paying
me
for your
and
trip.
fucking.
He's taking you on vacation. And it's paid. You just gotta show
Yeah,
up.
too.
You just gotta show up.
So you're okay with that deal?
No. In trips.
Yo, that's all you got to tell people.
She said flights.
No.
That's all I need to
Do you know
talk
how
about.
different
Carnivals?
Flights. Carnival is expensive. The
She
shit
said, you pay for my carnivals, I'm in.
All you got to do is they go to flight in front of the
They go to Carnival to Trinidad, Tobago.
round trip, and she sold it.
I don't gotta pick up the snacks. I just gotta show up at the airport.
Yeah. But wait, Nedra, did you mean she
But
didn't
this
have
is-
to fuck or she did have to fuck?
So no, we're saying like, fake relationships. So this is, you're in a relationship, you realize that you guys are not aligned, right? He wants to like take you on trips and treat you out to dinner and buy you things. That's his way of showing love. But you're like, hey, I need affection or fucking conversation. He doesn't have that, right? You guys come to an agreement like, okay, I am not what you want, but I know someone out there. I am what someone out there wants. Can we do this so that I can attract who I
She
want?
said advertisement on some real free like advertisement.
Absolutely. Now you're not about to put in my time and emotions. Uncle
And
Honey
I
has
could
a
be
question.
meeting the one.
Just
There's no emotions. Y'all already decided y'all don't like
That's why I'm
Just
gonna
to
say no.
co-sign with what Nedra just said, I found, and this is not just in my life, but other married men, nothing's more attractive to a lot of women than a wedding ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That doesn't belong
That's
to
what
them.
he's saying.
I know.
So, yo, I don't know what it is, and honestly, like, I don't pay attention. Like, I'm out of it. But, like, my wife is so beautiful that when I walk into a room, I can feel the energy, and that energy kind of falls off on me. And so, like, like, the best wingman for a single man is a beautiful woman. Buy yourself a fake engagement ring, fake ring, and, yo, trust me, you'll be out the streets. You'll be out the streets in, like, 2 months.
No time.
No
I
time.
believe him. I believe him.
Horrible though. That's horrible. So she's gonna be a homewrecker initially, technically.
Well, not really. If you think about it,
No,
if you're faking it,
a home creator.
She doesn't know he's faking it. So initially, intentionally, she's a homewrecker.
but see, this is unfair. This is unfair. Because first, I'm in a monogamous relationship, and I love being in a monogamous relationship.
Right.
My wife is not about the sharing life, none of that, right?
Okay.
But in my mind, right,
Uh-huh.
I think that monogamy is a choice that doesn't have to be made in a relationship,
I agree.
right? That's one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's besides the
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Two, about the whole home record thing, right? Okay, granted, yes. But the thing that attracts women to men that are married or in relationships is the same shit that y'all talking about right now. So they're seeing that. They might not,
And that's
you might
what
not,
they automatically assume.
you might not approach it,
Yeah.
but that's already something that's attracting you, right? So if that's what you need to get the engine revving, you know what I'm saying? Morally, nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. You ain't cheating. The person
And
ain't-
confess it.
However-
Confess it. Once you get the girl, confess it.
Exactly. Just stop lying. No more lying after that.
So she
And then
starts
I
out
promote you
thinking
for
she's
lying.
feeling somebody, and he starts out lying. And then when they get together, it's gonna be mad whack because y'all thought y'all was on some sneaky deceiving shit. It's not no more.
All relationships
Or-
starts with a lie.
Or
You think he can afford that lobster?
That's why I'm buying.
Yo,
We don't
he-
need lobster the first
Yo,
fucking
that
day.
steak at Del Fresco.
let's bring
Put
that
this
back.
check
Please
in
not
account
come
into
against
negative.
Alexa. Please select
What?
us. All relationships start on a lie.
Yeah. And I'm talking about, yo, it could be anything. Like I'm saying, like, yo, listen, if he's trying to court you, right? He's being the best self he can be. He can't sustain that shit. You think he can sustain friggin'
Sustain this
steaks
all the
every
lie?
night, all that other stuff? I'm not saying you're asking that. But if a man's really trying to court you, he's trying to put his best foot forward, right?
You're saying all that.
And eventually,
Not all.
it technically kind of
Toya looks so concerned.
You gonna find out.
Yeah. So you're saying that's all fake.
That's the test, bro.
Him.
No, that's the test. That's when you know if you're gonna stay with this nigga.
I think the consistency is what's fake.
Right.
It's not like that
Consistency is
all
what's
the
fake.
time.
Right.
They really are like that. Just not
Every
all
now
the
and
time.
again.
Who's not like that,
Example
though?
Here, you know.
Who's not like that?
You.
Who?
You.
How you know you married to him? You don't know nobody.
You don't think yo, me and my wife argue all the time. All the time. And that's any relationship.
We ain't talking about arguing. We talking about going out and taking care of your wife.
Yeah, that's
And
basic.
making other women
That's basic.
envious with a
That's
fake
basic.
wedding ring to want to be with you, to
That's
marry
basic.
you when you're really not
That's
married.
basic.
That's what we're talking about.
But a lot of dudes can do that. A lot of dudes can do that. They don't get the chance.
And it would actually work.
Do we have anybody in the comments? We don't want to forget our audience. Anybody talking?
Nobody's commenting, but
Okay.
shout out to Fredo who's watching.
Shout out to Fredo for watching.
Aaron,
Leslie.
Leslie,
Who was before that? Aaron.
Aaron.
Ah, that's my guy.
Hey, shout out to you guys.
Hey.
Share the live. Share the live.
Let everybody
Oh,
know.
Lord.
Share the live.
What we want to do is share the live. Share the live. We're going to do our last topic. We're not going to we always appreciate people giving us their time voluntarily to talk shit with us. Yes, so we're going to discuss the last video. Hold on. We're going to start it over.
Go to a woman that is underneath them or beneath them so that way they can feel superior. I'm going to give you an example. I have someone that's really, really close to me and he just got a relationship. Now he's in a new one. And that girl that he's now with doesn't look up to par. This girl looks like she still needs help. And so he said, well, I don't want someone that is superficial, someone that cares about social media and all into their looks and doesn't care about money. But I feel like a lot of men will settle for a woman who looks less than so that way they are not pressed.
Well, let's just talk about what she
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
We have a comment.
We got a comment. So your guy,
Mr. Aaron.
yeah, he said, tell Harvey to stop. Not every relationship is based on a lie. Some can actually afford lobster steak and all that good shit.
Talk about it, hey. Talk about
He's
it,
not
hey.
saying that. No.
Talk about
He's
it,
not talking
hey.
about as far as the finance.
No, I act like all men are broke.
I think what Harvey was trying to say as far as their character.
Harvey saying they can't
As
afford
far
shit.
as
Only
your
he can.
character goes, that's not something you'd be able to maintain if it's not who you really are.
Facts.
So a lot of men will show up. Hold on. This is what I took as a receiver, as a listener. Everybody's gonna receive his message differently. When I heard it, what I got from that is, again, he's gonna show up as his best self for so long. That is only gonna be sustainable for quite some time. Like we did that episode with Kev when he said you gotta date for 4 seasons.
Yeah.
You gotta see how people act in the summer.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's hot. Now they're trying to get loose. They're trying to get a little naked. They're trying to get a little free. So it's not about your finances. It's about your character.
Yeah.
How a person acts
We know
under
that.
stress. When you start to date them, you don't really see how a person acts under stress. But when you wait those 4 seasons out, and I know sometimes people be like, I don't wait till the other foot drops. You got it. You gotta wait till the other foot drops.
So I agree, and that's what I took from what
Your
Harvey said.
character is not sustainable. How do you act in hard times, Mr. Aaron? Are you still going to be a positive person to support your partner when you're struggling? Well, okay, well then he's a good person in those areas.
Yeah.
Not everybody can sustain that.
Yeah.
Was he always
He
that
wasn't
good person?
saying everybody.
Was he always that good person?
Well,
Then
that's
that's
some
something
shit,
one
bro.
day-
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Right? All right. So God bless you, brother. Like, yo.
Oh God,
yo,
y'all are
listen.
really trying to come
listen,
for A.
listen,
I don't watch
No. Like, if he can do that, yo, facts. Yo, we're in a inflation. If you can afford meat at these prices, yo, bro, you the fucking man, bro. You the fucking man.
He's not just lobster. He said meat and meat. Just meat. Just
Yo.
meat, guys. Meat.
But then here's the thing. There's other men that there are other women. Her girls, right, are hearing in the DMs. My man is doing this. My man is doing that, right? And they might not be. Their girls might be with a dude that can't do that. That dude's hearing that subconsciously, some way he's seen that and he's trying to compare himself to that. And if your man, if you know your man is on a McDonald's budget and you see his steak and lobster every night, check him credit card balances. Check that checking account.
Well, hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
How is
Like,
that a person's responsibility because someone's not secure within themselves?
money is I'm telling you, this is what I'm trying to say. When you're in a long-term relationship with somebody, everything's tied in, right? And that's why even if you can afford all the luxuries, right? It doesn't matter what you can afford. Like Amanda said, it's also your character. That's tied into the person you're with, right? Your attitude is tied into the person you're with. Your traumas, all your baggage, everything, right? If you're a successful man, right? You might be arrogant. You might be hard to talk to, right? You might be perfect. I don't know. But there's going to be something that you can't sustain long-term that you and your partner are going to have to deal with and get over. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't come at me, but I love you because you're successful and you're black.
Thank you, Erin, for your
Now you
feedback.
said it right.
Hold on. Seema looks like she has someone else in the
Well, what do you say?
No.
Queen, y'all.
Hi, baby.
She said people should act the same on all seasons. Why should
They should
Yeah,
act the
facts.
same way through all seasons, and they
Don't
shouldn't.
fake.
Like,
Don't
switch it
fake
up.
for me.
However, that's not the
Don't
majority
fake for me.
all the time. That's not the majority.
Don't, and then I don't even like somebody who's flexing, like the dude who had a shirt blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Little shorty walk. He kept like, flexing his thick ass bracelet and kept touching his chain, and it's like, I don't like that shit. Now I know for sure. Mine is the fact that you were showing ugly and it was blowing in the wind.
Sure, yeah.
That just
Let's get back to the video.
flexing.
She feels that men date down because they don't want to do better with themselves.
Because they don't want a woman that's. So you know what? I think it's both. It goes for both men and women. Because just like I said earlier, I was dating down because whatever the reasons were, but I also didn't want. I guess I didn't want to a degree someone who challenged me to do better at the time. I was very happy where I was, and I didn't want someone who was ahead of me, because then that just would feel weird to me, different. I'm used to my man either being on the same exact level or unfortunately under me. So to date someone who's above me, yeah, that's going to take actual work. You're going to have to snap out of it, because it's gonna, in a way, it's kind of like when you're living with someone who goes to the gym all the time. To a degree, you're gonna think to yourself, yo, damn, do I want to start going to the gym? Yo, damn, should I start eating healthy? Yo, damn, should I start? Now, if you actually do it, I don't know, but it's always gonna be a nag of, well, I'm not doing this, I kind of want to be on that level too. You know what I mean? So I get the thought process where people date under because you don't want to elevate. Maybe you just don't want to at the time. I mean, I don't think it's a man thing. I think it's a people thing. Okay.
Nedra's face right now is like.
Talk to us, Nedra.
I don't know. It's hard for me to hear, especially from my sister, because where I am all about progression, right? And hearing that to me sounds like a confidence thing, right? And in all ways, like, you don't want to date anybody above you. You want to be on top. Why? Why don't you want to date somebody that challenges you? Why don't you want to be challenged? Why don't you have the confidence in yourself to say, like, there's nothing that I can't do, right? Or nothing that I won't attempt to accomplish. You feel what I'm saying? And then even further into, like, if they're doing these things consistently, like going to the gym and eating healthy, it's going to be a nag to you. It wouldn't if you didn't have that confidence issue subconsciously, right? If you were okay with the way you were living and the way you were eating, somebody eating salad every night and running 2 miles wouldn't fucking bother you at all. So I really feel like that's like a mirror thing, like look in the mirror. So that's why my face was screwed up like that, because I'm like, if I was there, I would hug you, sis, and we would have to have a sidebar.
What it was, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
But in reference to the video, so there was 2 parts to the video, right? The first part is the part that we listened to just now, to say, her friend was dating down and she was trying to get him to, like, snap out of it.
She was literally basing it on looks, though.
On looks, exactly.
Yeah.
So to get to that part.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Because for me, it wasn't
Yeah.
about looks. I was on just a general,
Right,
not on my level.
like, who is she to say that
This girl
this
wasn't
wasn't
pretty
up
enough.
to par for her friend? What if her friend was really attracted to her And it wasn't even a physical thing. Maybe he had a dope ass conversation with her.
But who are
and he
you
was
to tell
attracted
this
to
man
that,
that
right?
he's sticking his penis into it? Who are you to tell him?
I don't get how people are so quick to fix their mouth when they look at someone's partner just to say whether or not this person is worthy of their whoever they are to them in their life. Like, who are you? Why do people do that? Why? And it's a society thing. Everyone does it, even when it's done subconsciously. But now that we are making this a thing and we're calling people out on it, and you can call yourself out on it because we have all done it. Who are you to really say when before you even get to know a person, just to look at them, before they even speak, to make that type of a judgment or a statement about a person's partner?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's wild to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people
Like,
in
nah,
today's
that's
society-
like, they're not cheating on her. I don't know
Right.
why she's
I feel
with
like
him.
a
They
lot
can
of
do better.
people in today's
She's not
society
cute.
are in relationships based off what they think other people are gonna think.
And that's sad.
And
That
it's
is
very
a sad. It's a
very
sad reality that we live
It is
in
very
because
sad. I think a lot of people are with someone who makes them look good for society, not someone who is good for them. You hear a lot of people say, "Oh my God, they look good together. They look good together," but are they good for each other? Forget what they look like together. Are they good for each other? And I hate that society isn't there yet. That the majority of society isn't there yet. It's a minority of people that think that way, and I really, really hope it gets to the majority because.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Yeah.
There's so much more than just appearances.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where all those other terms come in with those asexuals and the aposexuals, when you like the way someone thinks and all of those sexuals.
Yeah.
You gotta be more attracted to beyond the looks because that shit fades.
That's your being.
That shit fades. God forbid your partner gets into an accident and they no longer have those beautiful physical features that you're attracted to. Now what? Because, I mean, it's life. Shit happens. God forbid you marry this person. Y'all said till death do us part. I'm just physically disfigured. I still got the same heart.
I'm gonna put that in my
Sapiosexual.
I'm gonna put that
That's
in
the
my
sexual
when I'm
one.
talking my marriage, and there's gonna be a secret thing that
a
makes
clause,
a clause. Yeah.
not a clause.
She said,
But you know what? A clause
It'll be
is
part of the
that's
prenup.
what marriage is.
Right.
It's a contract.
this
It's
is
a
the
contract.
NDA
It's a
disclosure.
contract.
Love me as I am.
All of me.
Yeah, but you know what though? She's honest.
Just saying.
She's honest. You gotta respect the honesty. You have to respect the honesty.
I respect it. Because we just said relationship is basically an agreement, and a marriage is the contract of that agreement. So if part of your agreement
That
in
little
your
small
contract
right
is
is going to be right up in that contract.
Yeah.
underline it and put it bold. Underline it and put it bold, Big Cap. It's okay.
I like it. Like I said, beauty is outweighing character, and it sucks.
Who says that?
Yeah, that's what people.
Yeah.
They're going off of looks.
Beauty
and
does
not-
outweigh character
yeah.
these days for the majority, unfortunately, and it does suck. I really wish that, we get the majority to think otherwise because there are so many dope people out there.
She
that
had a
are
nerve to say he was dating beneath.
Oh, the
That's
girl.
what she said.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
did.
she said.
She
She
was
said because
crazy.
he wasn't cute. She wasn't cute enough.
And I think the young lady after that is pretty much what she said. The person probably had character and integrity, because looks doesn't pay the bills. Looks doesn't.
Looks don't
everything.
raise your
Yeah.
children. Looks
Don't
don't
teach
do.
morals and
Looks don't
values.
respect your parents. Look don't do none of that. Like
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like it's not just about looks, but you
It's
can't be
way more than that when it comes to relationships.
Your looks help though.
Looks do help. They are
It
an
do help. But nothing matters more than
because I
that
don't want to
chemical
go through
connection.
the
That chemical connection.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
that
right.
chemistry.
I don't want to go through hard times with somebody ugly.
But can we talk about? Can we talk about? Can we switch it up a little bit? Can we talk about women staying consistent?
Women staying consistent? Of
Yeah,
course.
I
Let's
agree.
say that.
Like holding
I
y'all
agree.
accountable?
It's going to be in the contract for me too.
So men are physical beings,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Like I'm not really into the whole like men can do this, women can do that. Like it is what it is. Do what you can do.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Right. Go ahead with it.
men, heterosexual men who like women, we like you to smell good. It doesn't matter the size, big, small, whatever. Smell good, look good. If you're black, you want to see the hips, accentuate all that, right? Not saying you can do that every day, right? But I think what happens sometimes, and I hear this from a lot of men.
Yeah.
Yo, I get home, I go to work. This girl checking me. She looks like a supermodel. I go home, my wife didn't even take a shower that day. You know what I mean? So like, there is a give and take. If you want your man to bring those husband qualities, that consistency
has to come from
it
your
got to
side
come from
too.
both sides.
I agree.
And I'm telling you, if you both work on it, it's gonna be like
100%.
It's gonna be great.
Everybody has to do their part.
And I'm not saying you don't gotta wake up like this every day. I'm just saying, you know,
but it has to be more than less.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I get that. You make that time for your man. You know, kids are not, and you can't, like, for people who say that they can't find the time at all.
Yeah.
I just call BS. Like, at some point, you know what I'm saying? You find that time and you make that time. Like they say, you make time for things that matter most to you.
I think that all also contributes to, you know, understanding your partner and what matters to your partner, right? Because the things that Harvey listed, that may not matter to my partner. What may matter to my partner is just cook food. I like to come home and you in that holy one, the one with the hole on the side and the thread is always coming out. You know what I'm saying? But with a cooked meal and the house be clean. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy. That's what I enjoy seeing. So
what I'm gonna say to that is, if that man says to you that time that you go all extravagant and you do all this and you be like, nah, babe, you know, I don't really need that, then that's fine. That means when he comes home, be in the sweatpants. But if you started off the relationship with the lingerie, with the doing the cute shit, with the don't start me, because I'm looking for it all the time. Because don't get me started on something. I like this. I like this.
But just communicate that.
All the time. Like, I'm gonna want that all the time. So as women, we gotta remember that men want that same thing all the time too. Because we want, and we're not trying to give.
Yeah, but that's where communication comes in, right? Because I don't want to keep doing that, and that gets expensive. And if it ain't necessary, and you'd prefer something else,
reusing that lingerie.
You have like 4 wigs in the cut, so you just a different person.
You gotta know once a month, you gotta know once a month that you bringing in a different type of lingerie that you want me to wear. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have that understanding that you wear.
That's a good
My wife
agreement.
got that Fenty like pink. You know what I'm saying?
You saw your Fenty drawers.
My bad.
We saw your Fenty drawers. The missus is doing a good job keeping that ass covered.
And was that on Facebook?
No, it's not my
Because I
fault.
didn't see that.
Nah, you ain't never gonna see that.
It was before we started
It
the
was
show.
for us to see it, but I saw the savage.
So speaking of
okay.
all of that, did you guys see that video where it was a plus size woman and she was dating like a more built guy? He was real physique, and she was getting a lot muscular, and she was getting a lot of DMs, and he was getting a lot of DMs saying how she didn't deserve him because she didn't look the part, and Ray. So that was another topic that we kind of wanted to discuss, how sometimes men or women, they date, of course we said
So
that
it looks
before.
polar opposite.
Right. We said it was a confidence thing or an insecurity thing, but when they date a bigger woman or a plus size woman because they don't have to do more work or do this or do that. And I feel like that,
Essentially, they're saying that plus size women
I'm not supposed to find love or or pretty much that they accept pretty much anything. And I have noticed that ever since my fitness journey, I do get a lot more attention, and I don't like it. When I was bigger, I didn't get it. So that is a thing. It is a thing. Smaller girls do get more attention than the bigger girls. In my experience.
Do you think it has anything to do with your confidence that came with
It could be
your weight loss journey? Because confidence is sexy to a lot of people. So it may not even just be your appearance. It may be that glow that you give off. Because confidence is attractive.
The fact that you're going every day and you're doing it, you're busting your ass and they're seeing results, that could be what's triggering them to want to be with you. Your drive.
because he's half the time when I'm leaving his house.
I don't care. They don't care. They don't. Bitches still doing it. It's
I don't know what girl they
get.
get. I'm Italian.
How you know it ain't that? How you know it ain't
But
that? That's attracting them. How you know? How you know?
You don't give that in your pictures.
You don't.
What they see, you don't give
That's
that then.
You should stop looking at people's social media and trying to figure out their lives.
Well, we're
Some
responding.
people's lives through their social media. That shit don't be real.
You can't say that about all the
to
thirst
the
trap
attention
pictures
that
you
you
be
get.
What's
posting.
thirst trap? I just be
You be
loving
thirst
myself out
trapping.
loud.
Damn, your birthday pictures.
I love you too. That's what it is. That's the confidence. You know, exactly.
But they don't have to live like.
So
People
how
are
you
loving
mad
you
now?
out loud too.
How you mad now?
No, so for example, right? I'm driving the other day. I'm in the zone. I'm in the world.
Is it because you don't want to deal with it? Is that what it is?
Like I just don't want
Yeah, we don't want to hear that.
I just be minding my business.
It don't matter. Welcome. Welcome.
Okay, never mind.
Welcome.
I don't want to be welcome. I just want to be left.
No.
And this.
No. Because
So-
every time I say that, when I used to say that to him, started like, damn, this person, people are like, do you forget what you look like? And I'm like, fuck you. Because you can look without doing all this extra shit. Like, that's my point. That's my point with men.
So do you guys? Go ahead.
Leslie says she's heavier now and she's getting more attention.
Hey, where she at?
Confidence. It's about the, so, it could be all about how you're feeling and how the shine comes through.
Like I said, she thinks that confidence should come from having integrity and morals.
I think I have more.
This it should come from.
And it's all a self-esteem things.
Yeah.
It's all about, you know, what you've dealt with in your past, your childhood, your exes. It's just everything combined. It's all these different things. Society. It's just everything that, you know, gets into your head. But you get to that point where you wake up and be like, no, I am the shit. You got to that point and now you're getting all these fucking flies.
Valid question. Back to the original topic.
Not you knowing you the shit and attracting flies.
Shit and attractive flies.
Yo, flies are
Pause.
not aggy.
But they like shit.
I be with the shit sometimes.
Sometimes.
Go ahead.
Next, I forgot. Next, did you have anything you wanted to say was honey to any of the topics? Anybody in the comments? Did you have any questions for us?
So I have a couple of things to say about the topic we're talking about now. One, I think confidence does play a part in attraction. However, the comments about, you know, him dating her just so he can get the attention, or bigger women accepting less because that's what they think. Again, I think that's a you thing. I think that's a personal thing. If you know that you deserve more, regardless of what size you are or what you look like, then go and get the more that you deserve. Do not settle. I think that's a you thing. I don't think it is specific to size, because there are women that are small that are also with people that they possibly should not be with. They deserve better than what they're getting. But Leslie said that she agrees that being plus size, the treatment is different to a point. And I do agree. I agree that depending on the person, they will treat you a certain way depending on how you look. I don't think that is exclusive to plus size. I don't think it's exclusive to dark skin. I don't think it's exclusive to people that wear dreads versus people that wear lace fronts. I think that we live in a society where, like the other woman said, people will treat you depending on how you look.
Yeah.
And it's not fair.
They definitely will treat you by how you look.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
you know. But again, you see, like she said, you see those people who you go to the mall and they just have on whatever. You know, the dirty sweats, and they got their girlfriend and she got on the same little, you know, dirty outfit, and they're holding hands. And they're holding hands and they're going to the food court and they're living their best life. They don't care. I love those people because they don't have the pressure of society. They don't care what everybody else is talking about.
But why do you have the pressure of society, though?
Well, a lot of people feel the pressure of society, wanting to wear certain things,
One thing is, I think,
go a certain way.
Listen, I love big women.
Me too.
I love them.
Shit.
Yo,
But
they smell good. Right? They cook. Yo, when they wine, what? Yo, the thing is wrong. Yo, listen.
You know what? Let's not.
But anyway, getting off the topic.
They're not all trying to
gaining weight, I'm in the corner giggling like,
loving it.
yo,
Right?
happy,
She's in the
like,
corner
yo,
happy. She's
right?
gaining weight and she's pissed.
Yo, she pissed. I'm happy. I'm like, all right, whatever. Anyway, so with that being said, yo,
I'm like, I'm gonna go bring
there is a
home.
difference between a big girl who's confident, like you guys say, takes care of herself, and when anybody, even if we're talking about big girls, and when it doesn't, right? Because society puts all that pressure on you, right? So, like, again, it's not you being big. I've seen a lot of big women and men get depressed because of their size. They don't go out. You know, they don't buy new clothes. They don't do anything. You don't gotta be fashionista or whatever, right? But you just gotta like find it in yourself. Get up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I'm not saying get tiny. Don't get small, because again, there's some Jamaican dudes out there waiting for you to come out. Right. But yo,
throw you up in the air.
get healthy.
Standing on the corner.
Get healthy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get healthy. You know, go to the doctor, check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go to Bath and Body Works and get that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, do your thing. You are beautiful.
Bath
Especially if
You
you
say what about the body right?
Yo,
You know
Not-
what? She used to always be like, she used to always put this meme up with this quote: "If he dies, he dies." And it's a big girl sitting over the dude, like straddling his face.
That's how I want to go. That's how I want to die.
Yo,
Sorry.
we gonna end the show. Hobby said he wants to die under the street.
heaven
already.
It
It
was all of his teeth that
He
died.
wants to be suffocated by his wife. Suffocate him.
When I'm 80,
So the smile.
yo, take me to P Valley.
I already captured people over here
And
for at least an
Chuckalisa.
hour at a time. Does anybody have any comments? Anything they want to ask before we end the show?
Let's just say now all big girls can cook. That stereotype.
Exactly.
I said you can eat. I said cook.
You
That's
said
it. No, you can eat. You know what the food's at.
cook.
You know what the food's at. But you know what the food's at. We gonna eat. We
Oh,
gonna
so
eat.
you're correcting yourself?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
I
okay.
apologize. Especially, I apologize.
You know what it is.
Exactly.
I'm
We
done.
gonna eat.
Anybody else? We don't want to leave nobody hanging.
Because Chocola's over here loves to know where the food is too, so don't act like skinny girls don't know either.
Yeah,
Like,
true,
I'm done
facts.
with y'all.
Because she's definitely.
Facts, Cookie
I'm
Monster.
not skinny no
Because
more.
they be having secret stomachs over here and over there and be eating the fucking world.
I'm
Like,
very surprised at your appetite.
right. So tiny and be eating like
Who
a
is
fucking
tiny?
animal. They be fronting like she's
So
Jesus.
anyway.
Thank you.
Thank
Bless
you,
you,
everyone.
slut.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you if you shared, if you didn't. We don't care. Just thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. That's what we all here for. We're always here with the peace, the love, and light. But we're always with the shit. Hit us up, Panda. We are on
What?
everything. On all the streaming platforms.
What? We got one last
We love
comment?
you.
What? Wait, one
Wait,
more
we got
comment.
one more.
What?
Fredo said yes, give big girls, give me the food, but I want it all.
You know what? He's a whole
And
married
so
man.
many men love the
so
food.
mad.
It's so true.
I'm so mad that we interrupted the show.
Just for that. Just for that.
That was the closing
I love you,
argument.
though. And that, I guess, was the closing argument. So we are going to acknowledge all
Why we
comments.
let Fredo in? That was terrible. That was
Peace, love, and
terrible.
light.
That was
Good night.
terrible. That was terrible.
Can we let them know every Wednesday and Friday? Every other Wednesday and Friday? How often can they find us here? Panda. How often can they find us here? How often are we going to be live on Instagram
Wait, are we
so
still
the
live?
people can come back?
Why are you still
Yes.
live? So here's
And
the
there's
thing.
still people here.
Here's the thing. This is something we've just been experimenting with. So we record every other Wednesday and Friday. What we were doing before, we were pre-recording and then releasing it out on the different platforms.
We're still gonna
If
do
you
that.
guys want to see us live
Yeah, we'll still
every time
release
we
it.
record, let us know. Send us
Leave
a DM,
comments,
leave
yeah.
comments. Tell us you want to see us, because that's what I did today.
The
I
more
put a
you
post.
guys interact with us, the
The
more
more
we
we're
know
here.
what you want, and we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
And the topics that we discussed today are all topics from viewers that send
Send
it to
them
my
in.
DM. Send me
them in.
videos, send me memes. We'll discuss it. There is nothing we won't talk about.
Absolutely.
So if you send it, we'll discuss it.
We'll
and
put disclaimers out if we
Yeah.
need to.
I don't give your name away or anything like that. We're open to all conversations and feedback.
And if you
That's
can
what we're
afford
here for.
lobster, you know, gang.
Yeah.
Gang.
I can
Gang.
always give you my
Gang.
cash app if you want to
Gang.
send us the
Gang.
money for
Gang.
the lobster.
Gang.
We can cook it and thank you while we eat it. Like, I'm okay with that.
He said it was a dope show.
Thank you for watching. I hope he comes back. So yeah, you guys can find us every other
Leslie did
Friday.
too. And Leslie enjoyed herself and gave us some,
Let's-
Bye.
Thank you. So yes, if you guys want to see us every week, let us
You
know.
want to hop in for a minute to
Yeah, if
comment
you guys
on the
wanna
show,
be on the live.
prepared, just, hit us with the button. We got
Yeah.
Team over here with the fake AV. She'll be able to put it
Hold
on.
on. Just know that if you do join the live, it does go on our YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna record. It's gonna be out there. So
Right. So just know that does happen. So
that's on the disclaimer. The only time we telling you because we don't care next time.
Yeah. So just if you join the live, just know you will be on our YouTube channel. So follow us on Panda Guys on Tell a Friend to Tell a Friend. It's all love and light, baby. We're here.